Hello everybody, welcome to the Team England Virtual Grand Tour. We've got another game for you between ECBBL and Team England. We've got Captain Oats with Chaos Renegades here. A very good package they've got. They look pretty scary, but the Renegades always do, right? Like on paper, they've got the three big guys, pretty scary. Misspelled tree with Wood Elves. Normally Wood Elves are a complete powerhouse, but they don't get a very good package in this tournament. But you know, they're still Wood Elves, right? They can still do stuff, they just haven't got as much dodge as normal and as much skills as normal and no Apo and stuff. So they're a bit more brittle, but they can still totally win. Dimmy will be joining me soon, I assume. Captain Oats won the toss, chose to receive. Like, that's the thing to do if you're trying to go for a win, right? He's got to hurt some Elves and then, you know, get his touchdown in, and then, you know, maybe be defending against 8 or 9 Elves, and then maybe he can stop them. But it'd be really hard if he was trying to stop them on defense first. So I like receiving. I almost always like receiving. Always receive is a good rule of thumb. There you go. The two best immies in the booth. There you go. Thanks. So come on, England! It's a great MO, isn't it? The gym home. Bloodbowl's coming home. Incredible. We've got the Gdanik defense here. I don't know if we've got to rename this or not. I'll have to ask them. But yeah. So you can see what it looks like, right? It looks pretty normal, right? You've got the two wrestle linos. You've lost the two dodge linos. The leader is replacing the third reroll that you'd have by money for like a lot of things, and then you're just down the Apo, which isn't terrible, is it? It isn't terrible. Yeah, it might be the Hermaya setup now, or I might just appropriate it and it can be the fantastic offset defense. That could be the best idea. Hello, Jimmy.
You have no shame. You have no shame, Jimmy.
Absolutely none. What is shame?
I invented the potato.
Yep. I mean, no, potato invented the potato. You can't take away potato from potato.
What came first, the potato or the potato, eh, Jimmy?
Yeah, there you go. Right. Hello, Jimmy. Anyway, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, Jim. Not too bad. Super excited. It is the captain of ECBBL tackling one of my crew, like the Southeast Tournament Series participants, Misspelled Tree.
Southeast.
She's from my end. She's in my local circuit, so proper excited for this one. Who won the kick, Jim?
It was Captain Oats.
So he just went, yeah, I'm gonna smash it. Yeah.
Smash him, yeah.
Looks like the tree's getting whacked.
It looks like he's doing it with a Rogue Blitz rather than a block.
Right. The Rogue's got block, whereas the other guys don't.
But like, you could have blocked this and then blitz somebody else, couldn't you? What I would have done, but never mind. He's gonna eat he's got his troll. He's got the classic, you know, troll orc. He's got the classic stand the orc next to the rat ogre. That's what these people like to do, isn't it? Rat ogre enjoyers.
Yeah, I mean, block is, yeah. I don't like, to be fair, with Renegades, like, I can't even remember how I built Renegades. Maybe I should ask some of the Team Island guys, right? I'm sure we'll get some answers there.
I just don't like the Rat Ogre because they don't have a gutter runner. So the Rat Ogre instantly Juggernaut Rat Ogre for the one turn. You don't have that, so now you just have something that wishes it was a minnow most of the time.
Well, I mean well, I don't know. The Rat Ogre's faster. It's also got the tail.
Yes, it has the tail for this match. Yeah. But then also, you know, it goes stupid when it fails, or it kills your own players.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's fantastic, but I'm a fan of the Rat Ogre, honestly.
I absolutely hate it on non-scave.
I mean, we're talking about a Renegades team.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We can't really be. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not optimal in any sense of the word, are they?
Well, they've got a big package, haven't they? They've got a big package.
You do know how to spot one.
I mean, they've got a blodge carrier. That's all right, isn't it? They've got 4 block total, which will be the same as most people. And they've got 3 guard, which is only 1 guard down on a lot, on bashy teams. And plus they've got the 3 strength 5.
And they got 3 strength 5. Yeah, 3 strength 5.
The tail might be relevant versus L's.
Is there like a goblin or something on this Renegade team?
There is on the bench.
There is, yeah. So there is a pro team mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of using the blitz when you could have just blocked, right? It's not what I would have done.
Oh yeah, because it's like, right. I mean, I guess the logic was he could move it away again afterwards, but.
And then hope that the tree just stays down for the whole drive.
I mean, it's not a bad shout, right?
Yeah, it could have happened.
You're making tree roll root rolls and the stand-up roll, it's not. Ooh. See, the Minotaur wouldn't be able to surf that guy.
I mean, the Rat Ogre only technically can.
Yeah, but a Minotaur couldn't, Jim.
But would you try these 2 rushes to surf it? 1 rush to hit it and 1 rush to surf it?
That's irrelevant, Jim. I've just pointed out that the Rat Ogre can and the Mino can't, alright?
Okay.
Whether or not I would do it, it's completely irrelevant.
Do you think he's going to go for it?
No, I don't think so. No.
It's absolute surf bait, isn't it? Like it's the most obvious bait you've ever seen in your life. But on the other hand, like what else are you gonna do? Not a lot. So maybe you just go for it. Like you don't blitz a tree again. None of these are exactly amazing targets to blitz, are they? So screw it. Get in a big old cage and then do it. Oh, I don't hate it at all.
Insane.
I mean, it's a guaranteed removal, isn't it? Like 70% of the time, basically.
Yeah, but then the other flip side of that is your Rat Ogre's on the side of the pitch, and then you've got to protect it, and then you've got to...
Playing Rogue as well. I mean, you're playing Renegades, aren't you? So... No.
I mean, yeah, there is actually some truth in that, Jim.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's...
You play like a brain-dead banger man.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got one of the worst races in the game versus one of the best races in the game, one of the best races in the game. Now, you'd expect Wood Elves' win rate to be slightly reduced in this format, with this package, and in this rule set, and you'd expect Renegades to be a bit better in this thing, but. Still, how much difference does it make? And it still feels bad, I think, to play. I wouldn't want to be doing it. Yeah, screen. So I don't think the screen serve was terrible at all. You could have made the ball totally safe and then just gone for it. Honestly, that was kind of a free one.
Double rush though with a Rat.
Yeah, I know. It's 70%. Yeah, 30% of the time it's rubbish, but 70% of the time you're up a player, and now you've got a much better chance of scoring, right? Like it's about success state, isn't it? It's not just about not failing, it's about succeeding. And like, how do you succeed as Renegades? I don't know.
Did he get a re-roll from the kickoff, did he?
I've got no idea, maybe, yeah. 4's a lot, isn't it? So probably. Probably, 4 seems a lot of re-rolls. This guy can get in there and he can tuck in so he can have a very safe cage.
I think this is one of the scarier matchups for Tree, right? Because Renegades do have the potential to like remove.
Only if they're hitting you. Only if they're hitting you.
That is true. That is true.
They haven't hit yet.
Yeah,
These two have wandered around.
At some point, if we get there, if Oats gets it down and she's got to stop the score, she's going to have to put bodies in to stop the score. So the thing is, if she goes in and doesn't sack the ball and come away with it, then it could be a bit dangerous for Tree.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ifs and buts.
Passive.
There's a lot of ifs and buts, isn't there?
It's Bloodbowl, right? It's Bloodbowl. This is very passive. And very close to the tree as well.
Yep.
Man, I'd be slapping the big guys in like everywhere.
Yeah.
Just constantly dodge off them or punch them. I don't care.
Yes.
Right.
Maybe that was the plan, right? And then when the first one went stupid, thought he'd move over the troll to make up
and there's
for
like
the
a lot of
stupidity.
There's a lot of dodgeless L's, isn't there, with this team build?
Yes.
Because you got 2 dodge on the dancers, and all the casuals have got dodge, so you can't actually put dodge on any other players, can you?
Correct. Yeah. Woo! Does the tree follow?
Doesn't.
Or
Yeah,
not?
I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think the block Rat Ogre is actually enough of a deterrent.
Well,
for
I
the
think
tree
it was
not to
the.
follow.
I think it was just standing right, like directly giving up the 2D, right?
But would you take it?
Yeah.
What, with the troll, you mean?
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd do everything with the trial. I'd do everything with everything. Like you, like that. Because I mean, this is like I could be wrong. Okay, like so. This is the weird thing. I'm never gonna think the same as a Renegades coach because they've picked Renegades, right? Like that's basically what it is, right? Like so they must think that they're not as terrible as I think they are. So all of my decisions are based off how bad I think Renegades are. But because they've picked them, they don't think Renegades are that bad. So they've got different equity calculations than I have anyway, like a different equity assessment.
I mean, there's one thing the Renegade coach has got absolutely right, and that is the colour scheme. I mean, we've got green, we've got yellow, we've got absolute perfection.
Yeah, this is very Dimmy G colours, isn't it? Yeah, perfect.
This is nailed on. This is peak Blood Bowl, guys.
Tree's got red and white, which is great for England, but then gone really like kind of like Sunderland-esque, which I'm not sure about that. Like I'm not sure about the red and white stripes here.
Alright, so red and white is good, but as long as it's not Sunderland-esque.
Yeah, not
right,
Sunderland.
Yeah.
No, let's not. Come on, let's be sensible.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
No.
Alright, Tree's quite cleverly sort of forcing Oats up the sideline, near the frenzy, near the strip ball. I think the problem is like if you blitz with the big guy and he loses his blitz, it's annoying. I guess with the Roger, like if you've got a blitz with a big guy, at least the Roger's guaranteed to blitz, even though he might bite someone. Whereas the Troll and the Ogre, they're not guaranteed to blitz, and the Minotaur's not guaranteed to blitz. So when you positively, absolutely have to blitz, like having that option is definitely a thing. Here we go.
Oh, I mean, not in Blood Bowl 3. It's because I changed it from Battle Brothers and I was panicking with all of the things.
Would have powered the wrestle just quietly, and then he could have moved through the middle.
Oh, powered anyway.
The power. Okay. We like it. This is a 7+ armor roll.
Makes it. Break.
Gets the KO. Huge KO.
Thank you very much, Burper Wax. Yeah, sorry, it was last second. I was really struggling with all of the Super League stuff, so I was panicking and not doing anything. So yeah, thank you very much. It is now in the correct channel. Correct.
And it was the mighty blow that broke the armor.
There you go. Glorious mighty blow. Best skill in the game.
Absolutely amazing use of dice by Captain Oats.
Yep.
No wastage.
Does not want to just exert force on the L's though. Still making a really strong cage like miles behind his line on turn 3.
This is, I mean, it's really good for a 17 turn drive. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if he had to survive 24 turns without getting turned over, this is great. But he has to bang it in, and he has to bang out elves.
I was thinking, and he's activated all 3 big guys there. I mean, obviously you had to activate the Ogre because he was boneheaded. I can't remember about the Troll, to be honest. But the reason I was looking at blitz in the wrestle was because then you had the gap through the middle to cage on the halfway line, like but further away from the tree.
Yeah.
So like the thing is Tree is obviously giving you that sideline. She wants you to move into that sideline so she can make the frenzy do some work, right? And then like I think if I'm Tree, I just squeeze up a couple of squares. I mean, the thing in the back of her mind will be the fact that she took a KO, but she's going to get a mighty blow hit on this guy.
Yep.
And probably blitz the orc and then squeeze the lion, right?
Yeah, you can hit the orc onto the tree, man, can't you? Removal.
Oh, beautiful, Jim. Beautiful.
Removal.
So it's 10 against 10, right? We're back on even terms?
Yeah. Yep, 10v10. No, Apple.
Well, he's block, isn't he? He's the best player on the team. He's got a block human.
Nearly
You can't let that guy go.
Nearly the best player on the team. Oh dear. It's funny because it's true.
It is, yeah. You absolutely have to appo that Lino human with block. Yeah. Right, pushes onto the tree. It is a frenzy though, so it gets another hit as well.
It's the pout.
And no bit more movement. It's going pretty well for Tree. I'd be happy if I was Tree.
Oh yeah.
I'd be a little bit nervous, a little bit sweaty if I was Mr. Oats.
Yeah, he's still deep in his half, and he hasn't been banging.
It is only turn 3, but yeah, like
only
honestly,
turn 3. Turn 4 panic is now, and like how you've got to get past wood elves, man. Wood elves. This is not. There's no only about this. This is like getting to the point where I've just got to not get scored on. You know.
Yeah, I hate to agree, but I think I agree. Like I would have expected a much more like aggressive. Like big guys basing, in they go. Yeah. I know, like it's obviously he's worried about the stripper and all this sort of thing.
Nope. I've got a pals. Oh no, a disconnect, not a pals, a disconnect.
It doesn't tell you who though, does it?
It is Captain Oats.
I mean that doesn't surprise me because Tree wouldn't need to disconnect.
Captain Oats is pulling the plug, trying to get the game replayed.
We need to restart. I'm sorry.
Can we play a game where I 3 dice with my big guys and get some removals, please? Yeah. Restart until I get 3 cards turn 1 exactly. Yep. Wow. That's the only way to fix the bug. Yep. It's a way to spray someone. Oh dear. Wait, is this not right? I'm not on Blood Bowl 3. What the hell is happening?
Sounds like a skill issue, Jim.
It is. I was in a blind panic before I started streaming. Well, it says Blood Bowl 3 there. Oh, I don't understand. 3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes.
This could be the easiest game of Tree's life.
I don't know what the rules are around disconnects actually. Oh no, he's back. He's back.
Way.
Of course he says his internet dies.
Of course he
did. Very convenient. No, I'm joking. Captain Oats wouldn't do that. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah. Just banter in it.
Yeah.
Okay, he gets a knockdown. Way, that's true, Christopher B. That is true, yeah. That is actually true.
So close to
oh, what the hell? Artemis sounds on. It's because I went on Blood Bowl 3 to try and see if you know what was happening. And it puts the sound on.
What are you doing?
I'm not on the list of Blood Bowl 3. It's bizarre.
What are you doing, Jim?
I'm worried about the quality of the stream. Sorry, Dimmy.
Right, Rat gets another removal, Jimmy, just quietly.
Good.
2 KOs from the Rat Ogre.
Good.
He's been very, very well behaved.
Right.
Hasn't hit anyone. Go on, in you go, Ogre. Slap him in there. Oh, that troll is...
Get the Ogre in. Get the Ogre. Yes. No.
Oh, no.
In there.
He's already blitzed as well. He's getting. Oh no, he's not
It's not
going
moving
over. Oh my
forward, it's not
god.
moving forward.
Ooh, man, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Well, that's one option.
Yeah. Oh, he's having like a nervous breakdown. I mean, Woodies are terrifying. But
Yeah. Maybe not this terrifying.
Yeah, maybe he's just thinking, well, if I don't score, Tree can't one turn, and she only gets one KO roll. I mean, are we there already? Are we?
I think we're at the point where, for me, I'd be thinking, let me get out of this, not 1-0 down, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But again, I wouldn't pick Renegade. So you know, we're not you know, like that's the thing, right? Like that. I think that is important. I wasn't, you know, slating anybody there or anything, but like that's just right. You know, like if you're picking Renegades, then you think they're better than I think they are. So for me, this looks really bad, but for you, maybe it doesn't look that bad because you've got more faith in Renegade. So like, I wasn't, you know, having a go at anybody or anything. Like that's just is what it is, right? Nobody. Right. Thank you, Steve.
I'm really hurt, Jim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's right. Like you with Knobs, right? Like look at Andrew, right? Andrew, when he entered the World Championship, he thought Knobs were really good, and he won it with them. So you could say he was right. Yeah. So maybe he made a better assessment of it. But you know, maybe not. He's a very good player. They were good enough. I certainly thought they were good enough to win. I just didn't think they gave you the best chance.
This will be really sad if he doesn't come back.
Yeah, they might start again. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if they've got rules written down or if, like, you know, I mean, they're not timing each other out in the fumble turns, right? So maybe they'll just start again. Yeah. Like it is a friendly kind of competition. So
he's back. Please do not disconnect again because you're not going to have time to get back.
No, yeah, that's true.
All right. At least play the drive and see if you score.
And pull the plug. Tree makes the 4+ leap, rolls the full power. I've disconnected and we have to restart.
I mean, it's a genius strategy to like milk it this way to make it look like there's some issues.
Yeah. The H cage here, right, is okay. But first of all, you want guard in the middle, right, so that you've got guard on both squares.
When they leap in.
Yep. So even if they do the 6+ leap, it's uphill. And second of all, don't do it 5 squares deep in your own half on turn 4.
Yeah,
is the main thing.
Let's give him a bit of leeway. Like, he's probably really stressed about his internet connection as well. Like, he's probably like run around the house, pulled his wire out his modem, been blowing in it, like all sorts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, gets to finally play Team England, and then he's like a hamster chews through his internet cable.
Yep.
Right. So what's the plan if we tree? Obviously 3 dice in the orc.
Yeah, 3D the orc, and
how aggressive?
Probably blitz this guy. You can't. No, yeah. If you power the orc, you can blitz this guy, and knock your own guy off, right? So you don't have to dodge. Or you can just open with a 2+.
Gonna beat the Roger?
Yeah, gonna 2D the
punching the Roger. No, it's not 2D because the ogre's guard.
Oh no, it's not 2D. Oh god. Okay, well, not what I would have done.
Yeah.
No, I much prefer 3 dicing this orc, and if you knock it over, you blitz this, and then that frees up this guy. Not even beaten with block, yeah, because you're scared to lose your dancer on a 1D.
Wow! Oh man.
Wow.
Bosh! Armor break.
And I guess it's a 2+ to get it down, isn't it? It's better than block, to be fair.
Yeah, just get him down. Obviously, a little bit of concern about the Roger having KO'd 2 players already.
No, I won't give in.
Having a tail, being absolutely rapid, you know.
I will defend.
In an absolute Adonis in the game.
Oh, Joe Manji, thank you very much. Welcome to Team Fantastic. 2 Who Will Beaver pregnancies.
Oh, and the foul!
Oh, it's not what I would have done. I mean, okay.
Gets the KO.
Gets the KO. I wouldn't have done it because I am the Elliot school of thought. There's the only thing that can happen is my player gets sent off. But you know, it can just work.
Yeah, here we go. Now the 3 dice, and it's 2 players on the tree, which is really, really nice.
Yep.
And now it's looking really grim for these.
Yeah. I mean, it already was, wasn't it? But yeah, now it's now it's like looking, you know, just end turn. Oh no, move this guy over and then do all that. But then they might be able to chain you out with the frenzy blitz and stuff. I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can blitz this one, right? You can blitz this one, and then you've got a gaping hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double rush. Just double rush everything through it.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, there's not many better options, is there? So.
No, I quite like that. I quite like that actually. Just double rush everything through.
Oh, is he gonna have enough though? Like they're so slow as well. Like
yeah, you literally have to double rush your entire team through. Yeah, you're talking like 10 rushes, but you've got 4 rerolls. 10 rushes is fine. Like that's what I would have done genuinely.
He's just trying to take out the dancer. It's not even the good one.
No. So now
there's no way he's scoring. Yeah, there's no way he's scoring.
Yeah, this is why I like you don't
dodge
H-cage
the
turn
dodge
3,
the
right?
human and run him up.
Yeah.
Gets the power on the dancer. This would be big removal.
Yep, no appos at all for tree.
No armor break. No armor break. Yeah, so he's just got to dodge this guy up and hope he makes the dodge. Yep. Maybe even put the reroll in before rerolls as well. Got to get somebody up the field.
Yep. Well, I mean, or don't. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd probably, as I say, I'd probably completely give up on the score here and just try and make the ball safe. But now the ball's weaker than it's ever been. And we're going to get some probably dodge outs and some pressure on the cage and, you know, go into this half 1-0 up for Tree or 1-0 down for Captain Oats.
What's he going there for?
Try and get some guard involved in the equation, I think.
It's the stripper who's coming for him, not the.
Yep, but you know,
frenzy.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
Gone the wrong way.
Yeah, but no, I don't hate I don't hate this because it's all hands on deck to not going 1-0 down. Yeah,
it's all hands on deck.
Yep, very good.
Are you going for this if you're Tree?
Not this turn. You've got plenty of time to. You've got all 3 rerolls. You've got plenty of time. Just pull him apart. You know, got all the time in the world here. To like he's not going to score anyway, right? Like he basically can't score. He basically can't score at all. He's got 3 turns. There's no way he's going to get a cage around, so he can't score. So you're just teeing off and
Oh my god, is she going to foul the ogre?
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
So funny. Oh my god, Renegade's getting absolutely banged on.
And then does this put him in the cage? No, he could have put him in the cage. Could he? Could he have been pushed into the cage? No, probably not.
Did she punch the... No, I can't punch the troll.
No. I was wondering if this guy could have been pushed into the cage, but probably not. It's hard trying to work it out as it was happening. But that might have been the idea, right, to have chained him into the cage if it was possible, but I think even if you had it, it would have been an uphill, so not really worth it.
Well, you would have used your blitz already anyway, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but he was stood there, wasn't he? Like he was just stood here, this wrestler. So if you could have pushed him twice in, then he could have. But he would have only been an uphill because of the troll being there, so it wouldn't have even been good anyway, to be honest. Oh, unless you pushed this one back on the first one and then this out on the front, so maybe you could have got a 1D on the ball. But again, I wouldn't have done this. I don't like this from Tree, switching to like a screen here, because already he can't score, right? Captain Oats cannot score already. Like, it's got to be a potato, and if your potato versus a straight ball, you lose.
Triple pals.
So there's no need to defend anymore. So I would have just gone to try and, like, you know, switch to how am I going to engineer the ball sack over the coming turns.
Lost the stun.
Where's the most reliable big guy of the game has been reliably removed on a foul.
After getting 2 KOs and being amazing.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was the best player on the pitch.
And then Tree was like, I've had enough of this. Which was it was a very swingy foul. I mean, it looks great because the KO kicked in, but like, you don't remove that Roger and you get sent off. It's like very swingy.
Yeah, I didn't like it just because she was already in such a dominant position. Like, I would be very confident of winning the drive. I'd be completely focused on getting it in out of this half 1-0 up as the Woodhells. And so I wouldn't think about fouling the Roger because that gives me a chance to then somehow, you know, get scored on maybe, but maybe it wasn't. And also, like, screws you for the second half as well, doesn't it? But then, you know, if you don't foul it and it makes some cars, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Right, so now Captain Oats is definitely not scoring. 1,000,000% not scoring.
No.
So
you watch, these Woodies are going to come back from KO and the Rat Ogre's going to stay out. And then we'll see the disconnect.
Where was this guy?
Which guy?
This guy. I feel like he could have hit the ball. No, he's moved like 2 squares. If he was here, he could have hit the ball. It could have hit him and chained him in there and hit the ball and then hit here and knocked it loose, right?
I don't think you need to do anything crazy. Like, the score stop.
Crazy, is it?
Well, like, I mean, like, you don't want to, like, because it's one more turn, right? Be crazy next turn when he's absolutely impossibly not scoring. But if you do something crazy and fail it this turn, there is a small, like, I'm talking like a 3% chance that he scores or something.
Less than that, I think.
Well, yeah, but like next turn is like a 0% chance, right? So it's like.
Yeah, but now you've got yourself like something like a 10% chance to score instead of like a 40% chance to score if you'd started doing it 2 turns ago.
I am here.
Well, that's what I think. But again, obviously, I don't assess things the same as Captain Oats because he chose Renegades. So, you know, maybe Tree, maybe Tree's the same, right? Maybe the Tree's like, oh, it's dangerous, something could happen. I'd better be sensible and not go for it. But I've got absolute disdain for Renegades.
I expect. Well, I mean, like, maybe she's just so comfortable. Like, honestly, like, maybe she's just like, right, I'm going to score on my drive. He's not going to score in his drive. Like, maybe she's just like super comfortable with the board state. Like, and I don't think that's a terrible assessment, to be honest.
No, I mean, you've definitely stopped the score, but you're happy with stopping the score. That's fine. But if you go 1-0 up, then you know things can go wrong in your drive, right? Like, you can just have bad dice. You can get banged out. Things can happen on your drive. So no matter how confident you are, things can go wrong in your drive. So I'd rather, you know, be 1-0 up, and then if you 1-0 up, you've basically won. If at 0-0, things can still go wrong.
Fouled. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely expect Tree to put a scoring threat in next turn and then make some sort of play on the ball if there is. I mean, because the thing is, if Oats goes for this foul, there's probably going to be a better opportunity on the ball than there was last turn. And there's not going to be the downside of the fact that you can concede a touchdown from it. So
I think the bigger downside is not the conceding the touchdown; it's the giving the blocks away, right? Like, I think that was what was making Tree play off, right? Is that the 2 KOs. If one comes back, you got 10 players. You can win with 10 players on your offense. But if you go in to get the ball, fail, and then you start in the second half with like 7 players.
Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, he has got himself a nifty scoring threat. He's going to need 2 of those.
Unfortunately, and he's got to not expose the ball to an easy sack at any point. So this is not what I would have done. I'd have full meat cubed it. Just go in the half, not losing. just give up on the score. I think is fine.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you want the ogre to drop back 2 squares, but if he boneheads, that's absolute disaster.
Yeah.
So I just don't think you can risk it. I reckon you probably drop the block guy back to the back left and then
What you can
dodge
do
the
is,
geezer
Timmy,
through.
what you can do is you can go here and then try to move the troll.
You reckon?
Yeah, yeah. Move the ball to here. Try to move
But
the
then
troll.
you haven't got it on both corners then, have you?
Yeah, you do. You move the ball to
Oh
the
yeah,
left,
yeah,
and then you try and move the troll here. And if it works, then this guy goes there and this guy goes there. And if it doesn't work, this guy goes there instead. So whatever happens, you have a complete cage.
Oh yeah, it's got the secondary scoring for it. It has put them both together though, which is...
So now you can't do that. So if you'd move this one first, then if it goes stupid, then you just move the cage over here. If it doesn't go stupid, then you've got the cage here and you can move that as well. So
what's the passing stat on the Dark Elf? It's like 4+, is it?
Yeah, 4. Yeah. Oh no, 3. So the Renegade
Really?
is better than a lineman. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
A Dark Elf lineman is 4+, but the Renegade is 3+. There you go.
So the thing is the block guy closer than 2 GFIs? Because otherwise he can punch the front one and chain the block guy back one as well. So he's got to be...
Yeah.
So
fill these 2 blitz. And
you fill the 2 squares, you blitz the front one and then chain the block out and then that's it. GG.
Yeah.
Put a scoring threat in yourself as well. So first action, scoring threat.
Yeah.
Then you chain back the second scoring threat with the punch on the front one.
Yep.
And that's the problem with putting the block in that square. If he puts the block in the square to the left, the problem is the frenzy, right? He can get surfed. But so
first
I guess
thing scoring threat.
Yeah, I guess
I like not doing it first action, right? Because doing it first action brings more attention to it. Oh no!
Not done it. So leaving one scoring threat.
Yeah.
And this is going to be double tagged.
Yeah,
probably.
Could have just been out of range.
It could have been out of range, yeah, absolutely. There could be like no score whatsoever. I mean, it's going to be like a incredibly unlikely score anyway. But like, if you want to do things, and it would
end of an era, Dimmy, end of an era.
it would have cost another 2 players.
Not really, because this one's going there anyway.
Yeah, this one's moved back, and that one's moved back. So yeah, you could have just absolutely chained the blocker out of range.
So there you go. That's something for Tree though, isn't it? In future to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Looking for those things.
And then we probably want to dodge this last guy out and give the tree a 3D.
Yes. Okay, exactly right. Low percentage touchdowns happen. So yeah. Oh, second scoring threat.
Look at this.
Rogue is out for the Rogue is out for the Renegades. 2 out for the. And just a 2D.
Like, are we even attempting this
removal? No, you can't attempt the score because you'll just fail and you'll lose. Just bring this guy back in so that you've got guard.
Yeah, we'll bring the guy back in, and then what is that? It's uphill, isn't it? Uphill blitz into 5+, 4+, 3+, 2+, 2+, and then throw the pass with the L.
No, you can't do any of this.
You can't, yeah, because there's 2 scoring.
Oh my god!
Activate the troll. Probably didn't realise that you couldn't throw the Dark Elf.
Yeah, you just got a cage here. You just got literally just cage. You could have just moved this in, and then move that in. Then you've got like 6 plus to jump in.
He's moving back from the dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
okay. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Clever. Ish.
Yeah, because the problem is relying on your big guys moving.
This game is gonna come down very heavily on KO rolls, I think. Like, if you get uneven KO rolls, like 2 back for Tree or 3 back for Coach Captain Oats.
If Captain Oats gets 3 back, he'll be laughing.
Yeah, and like if Tree gets none back, I mean, it could be. I mean, it's whatever, but yeah.
I mean, he'll lose if he gets 3 KOs back, won't he? That happened to me playing poker once. I had 3 of a kind kings, and then another king of clubs came out. So I went from winning the hand to
everyone.
being void.
Yeah.
And then he's only got 2 KOs. You see, didn't he? Is what I was trying to get out there. So if something's gone wrong if he gets 3 KOs back.
Well, the tree's still got another turn. There is a guy in surfing range at the moment.
There is. And there's actually 2 players in range of surfing, probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not so easy though, 'cause that's a catcher.
It's not so easy, Jimmy. But it is possible.
And it is fun. So
It is.
let's go for it.
Fun. It's a lot of fun.
Because the chance of scoring is gone now. So that was good. That was good by Captain Oats. He got out 0-0. Escaped his offensive drive 0-0. Like, from how bad it started, that's fine.
And he hasn't disconnected, which is
yet
key.
He's used a lot of disconnect time, so another disconnect will be disaster probably.
Right, how are we doing this? Maybe she's just gonna surf the blocker here.
Yeah, well you've got to do that, I think, haven't you? But you've got to dodge though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So you've got to dodge.
Yeah.
If you're a little dancer, which you don't want to do.
Oh, I was gonna use that one to.
Oh my god, doing some kind of scoring attempt.
I was just gonna. Yeah, just gonna kill this elf on the.
Yeah. Killing an elf.
How you even right? Even if you sack this, it would have to be a POW.
The ball would have to like scatter to like there somehow. Yeah, it was really.
KO rolls. Rogue is out. Oh my god.
Orcs out, and both Woodies are also out. All 4 failed. So fair, really, in a way.
So what you need to do as the Renegade coach here is set up for the blitz to throw the goblin into the end zone.
Yeah, it massively favours the Woodies. Yeah. What you need here for the if you're the Renegades is for Tree to start disconnecting.
Yeah, that goblin needs to be on one of the big guys. So if you get a blitz, you can throw it into the end zone. Probably a square forward as well.
I don't think that has to happen, Dimmy.
I mean, you got to have it like as an yeah. I mean, if he gets I guess if he gets a blitz, he can just move over and throw it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like it could have been a square closer.
So yeah, this should be okay for Tree, but you know, things might happen. It's a stacked Roger.
It's a stacked Roger, yeah. Stacked, and he's basically doing nothing, yeah.
Yeah, stacked.
It's
double and a single, no thick skull, AV9 plus, good night. So it was a good foul.
200k Rat Ogre, right?
Yeah, it's very expensive, right? Not 210, yeah, 210. Very expensive. Oh no, 220 maybe. Are they 160 or 150?
150, Jim.
Are they? I don't know. I wouldn't take one. Disgusterous Rogue. Unfortunately, the Rogue didn't get all of the KOs. It would have been funny. It made the two Wood Elf KOs, but it didn't KO the Orc, and it didn't KO itself. Changing weather to heat. That won't really be any impact, I don't think.
Doesn't suit the Renegades. Get the Roger back, lose the Ogre and the Troll.
I mean, you've probably lost if you know if you get
if he concedes, it's game over. Yeah, because it'll be on turn 16. Yeah, unless the Goblin survives.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Heat means the Goblin might not even be there.
Yeah, for the TTM.
Yeah.
But it might also mean that Tree doesn't have enough players to even backline, so.
Yeah.
Could make it easier.
Could.
Yeah, I mean, we're all like, this is a very hypothetical.
Yes.
Basically, I think Captain Oats has got to get hyper mad aggressive and pray for a miracle.
Yep.
Aggressive, he was definitely not aggressive in the first half.
No. No.
Any more passive and I would have been checking for a pulse.
So Tree not going for the Daka here, which, you know, probably should have done like one turn at least, right? Just remove that little bit of luck that can swing it for the Renegades.
Yeah. Ogre Blitz, love it. You love to see it. Get that mighty blowout.
Bang! Oh no, nothing.
Yeah, so it wasn't the Roger, Jim. If that was the Roger, it would have been a KO.
Not basing with a strength 5. Maybe he's been made more timid by the fact that the Roger got banged out and the troll got smashed before. He's just scared. He's just scared of his big guys getting beaten up by wrestle elves.
Yeah.
I don't know what the role was for the Roger. Demento, but yeah, Minnow having thick skull makes it obviously better than the Roger as well. Yeah, that's another plus point to the Minnow. Fouling the Minnow is a lot worse. It's right though, isn't it? It's a lot worse fouling the Minnow because of the thick skull.
I mean, it wasn't great fouling the Roger.
No, it was.
I mean,
that was very spicy.
Like I say, you imagine the Roger doesn't even break armor, gets sent off, or just a stun and gets sent off, and it's like a huge swing. Like, I mean, it's great because it worked, and it stayed out as well. So like, it's a massive.
Yes,
reward.
it was basically a Kaz. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was a Kaz for you, and it could have been a Kaz against you. Yeah.
It's such a risky.
Yeah, you were more likely to get sent off than it was to be dead. And but yeah, I mean, it was dead and you weren't sent off, so it's great. I mean, when it works, it's great, isn't it?
Well, I hear a lot of people say you should foul when you're ahead and not when you're behind, which I can't get my head around. But
people say a lot of things, don't they? Which people are these?
That is true, Jim. People do say a lot of things. So, I mean, some people would say knobs aren't OP.
Exactly. Some people would say vampires are ridiculously OP and should be in tier 0 in every event, don't they? I
mean, I would agree with those people.
Yeah, yeah, you are those people, Timmy.
That's me. What?
Yes, do it sometimes. That is the Blood Bowl way. Do it sometimes is the answer to every question.
That's Shawnee, yeah. Good old Shawnee. He actually knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? That was when his opponent just randomly stood on the sideline for no reason. Before he served him, he said, "Us pro gamers have a rule about standing on the sideline. Do it sometimes." And it was brilliant, and it really is. That is the rule, isn't it? About everything is do it sometimes.
Who are we blitzing, Jimbo?
What? Don't know, the wrestle guy again.
Yeah, so you can slap someone on those 3.
No, so you can retreat and keep your screen.
Oh my god! Yeah. Like honestly, if he's gonna play
this
like,
block guy is who you blitz, right? You can put in 2 assists, 3D him, and then he hits into a follow pit as well. Or you could just blitz with block because it's reliable, and then keep your bastions, and then because you don't roll a 1 then.
Oh my god, so sad.
Oh, I'm so good. Sad. I'm so good at Blood Bowl. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? As much as these guys are good, you could have just blitzed with block, and then it would have worked, and keep these out because you're not trying to base with them.
This reminds me of one of my tabletop games at UKTC against the ogres, where the guy I played was just screening with ogres, and I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
this is amazing. Like, why are you not just playing? And I was playing undead, so obviously I got like mighty blow mummies and stuff. But I was just so relieved that they weren't piling in on me.
Yep.
Like, if you're gonna play this sort of style, like you might as well play Dark Elves.
Yeah. I do love that it's the rogue and his mate who've been removed. That's great, isn't it?
I mean,
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny that it's the like, yes, I'll put that, I'll have the orc so that I can hit him with my rogue, and then they're both out. It's so funny.
I mean, also the interesting thing was that the block piece got apoed right before the rogar.
Yes.
And it like, and then would Tree have even made the foul had the apo still been in play? Like,
good point. Good point. Maybe not. That was a spicy apple because, like, you know, woodies can hit things, right? They've got a tree for Christ's sake, so they can bang you there. They're blitzing with block frenzy every turn. They're getting a lot of knockdowns on you. You're AV8, like you're going to take other removals as well. So
maybe it was off the back of the apo.
Yeah, maybe. Minotaur. Yep. I hate Minotaur, but I just hate Roguers more.
You have like an irrational hatred for the Roguers. Like it's like I get where you're coming from, and I know like, but I also just think that they are pretty good, just low key.
It depends. I mean, like, you know, they're good for what they do, right? They're good for They're good for Skaven because they help with the one turn. And they do, you know, for Skaven they can put a tail in the cage and stuff, right? Like they give a whole different dimension to Skaven. But this team already has two big guys. They don't need another one that's shit, right? Whereas that's my opinion on it. And for Renegades, I think it's just shit. For Skaven, I think it's giving a different dimension to the team. You know, like you've got loads of fast players. The agility, you can put pressure on the ball, and then like with this, it can remove players. It can be a surfing threat. It's like it's just bringing a lot to the table, and the one turn, it's the thoroughly reliable one turn. So it really does bring a lot to Skaven, and in my opinion, it brings pretty much nothing to Renegades. Oh god, yeah! If they had a Crocs, instead of the Rogue, they'd be like a million times better. Like that would be so much better, wouldn't it, if they had a Crocs? And it's cheaper.
You know,
His ogre's doubled 140. Yeah.
Wow. That is bargain.
Yeah. The Crocs is way better.
I would definitely take a Rogue over a Minor though, every day of the week.
I would.
But then you throw Borak into the equation.
Oh yeah, I'd take Borak. Thank you very much. But you wouldn't, would you? You're a man with a code.
I am a man with a code. I will lose on that hill.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The minnow like works better for a stupid bangy team. You know, like which is like that's what Renegades are. They've got 3 strength 5 guys with mighty blow. Like, you know, let's not sugarcoat it. That's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to get some hits in. Get, you know, especially with Waterbowl, the teams are brittle, right? Like this team, 11 players, no Apple. You're winning by banging out your opponent. So Minnow's better at that. It's strength 6 blitzers. 3 dice is easier on the blitzers. It never goes stupid, so he never loses its tackle zone once it engages, which, you know, it doesn't want to because it's AV 9+, but at least it's got thick scope.
Yeah, but it doesn't engage on a 1-on-1.
Yeah, but once it is engaged, it doesn't lose its tackle zone, does it? And it doesn't kill your own players. It doesn't kill your own players. Yeah, but it's the same with the other ones. Same with the Rogue.
But the Rogue, it gives you an absolutely guaranteed blitz from a big guy, and no other player on that team, no other player on the Renegade team gives you that.
But you can just block with block if you have to blitz. Right?
Yeah, but sometimes you need frenzy. Sometimes you need like the movement 6. Like the Rogue.
Sorry, Chicken. Captain Oats has perfected his Rogue gameplay. It hasn't rolled a single one this half, and the Orc is always next to it.
I mean, that's pretty much bang on, to be fair.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I
Right,
wish I had thought of
dodge.
something that clever. Like, I did notice that he was next to his mate, but yeah, that's brilliant.
Ogre dodge into the cage. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll 6 sometimes.
Oh, right, into the cage, as in dodge into the cage.
Dodge in, mate. Dodge in. 2D. Bosh. Like, give me
Yeah.
that ball back.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Tree
yeah.
hasn't stopped it. Yeah, I like that actually. It gives you what, 1 in 6, and then 1 in 6 on top of that, right? So like 3 in 12.
Oh, I rolled. Oh, that was a stupid.
No,
anyway.
sorry, 3 in 24. Yeah,
If
that's
the
what I
next
meant.
dice
1.5 in
is-
12.
Well, you probably would have moved some people first as well.
Gives you like
1,
1.5
2,
in 12.
3, 4. See, the problem is that troll can get in on all 3 of those. The frenzy, the wrestler, and the catcher.
Yeah, I would have at least blitzed the corner and engaged,
Yeah.
but he just doesn't seem to want to.
Armor break.
The troll can get in on these 2 now, and the stun there. So this can be a pretty strong turn here actually. Quite a lot of. I didn't really like this from Tree, honestly. It's too early and it's too exposed. I didn't like this.
It was a bit early, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I just don't see what it's achieving. That, do you know what I mean? Like, just stay next to the tree, and then what's it gonna do? Look at your tree, and then you've got all the time in the world to get forward at some point.
And now everyone's just based.
Yep. You
Got
get
to
one
base the thrower.
on the thrower. Yeah, you got to get one on the thrower. This one could go on the catcher. The goblin could have maybe like gone to here or something, or here, like make a million dodges, or use it to bracket the catcher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like bracket the catcher.
Yeah, I don't like not basing the catcher at all, but yeah, bracketing the catcher would be okay. And then
Yeah.
this one can come around here somehow.
So you can't get hit on the tree. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here's where you want.
Suddenly we got a game. I guess the dancer just the
Oh,
ball carry-
no.
Oh, what?
No.
I think he's thinking that tree. Wait, you have to reroll.
I mean, if the tree was on his side,
yeah.
this would be better, but it's not, so it can still just 2+ out. Oh, he just Kaz's a guy instead. Okay, so no, that wasn't good. Wasn't good.
Yeah.
Every time you make a rush, any dice roll, is it worth? Is it worth it if it fails? That was, you would like, okay, even if this square is better, right? Which it could be. It stops it. If you hear it, 2+ out the back here, right?
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it something like it's not even matte? It's like 7% or something to like get a removal from a rush or something. I don't know. It's not as small or unlikely as I thought it was.
I mean, it's pretty small, but yeah, it's not insane.
I mean, it's like 1 in 20 or 1 in 30 or something like that. It's not like 1 in thousands.
No. No, it's not, no. No, 3% or something seems reasonable. 16.7 to fail the thing, isn't it? And then it's like 15 out of 36 to break AV. No, it's not. It's 9 to break AV, isn't it? So it's,
Yeah, so see, I think that's on elves I'm thinking specifically,
Yeah.
which is like 6 or something, but...
yeah, and then 15 out of 36. Yeah, like that just had to be tagged. You just got to just tag that. I don't think it's worth the extra one, because you're going to re-roll it if it is. So like, okay, yeah, it would be better to be there, but you've just got to not roll dice.
Oh, there was the double ones there.
No, I know Demento. I just said 15 out of 36. I was thinking of the KO, and then I realised that it's not the same for the. I was thinking of 15 out of 36 twice, but it's not for that for the humans, is it? Because
Okay, so it is 1 in thousands. Alright, okay.
It's not 1 in thousands.
1 in 2,000, he's saying?
No, he's being a silly boy.
Oh. If you can't tell, I'm not a very intelligent man, so please go easy on me.
That was for the benefit of the people. I know you know it's not 1 in 2,000 to me, but you know for the people.
Well, I
watching at
don't
home.
know. I just don't think it is. More intelligent people have told me that it's not.
Yeah.
And then I just gauge by how funny they are whether I believe them or not.
If they sound like PC, you believe them.
No, absolutely don't believe a word of that. But if they sound like Dementor, then I normally believe them.
See, this is way better now because now you're next to the tree again, right? Shouldn't have gone up there last turn. I didn't like that. I like this more now. You're next to the tree. Any problem is a lot easier to solve and a lot more difficult for the Renegades to pose as well. But it paid off. Like Tree's ill-advised foray into midfield paid off with a Kaz, so even that worked.
Yeah. Bosh. Go on, Ogre.
Bosh.
Kill him.
Leader hasn't used the reroll yet.
Oh.
A massive stun.
Stun, yeah. How many elves are we on now? We're on
9.
5,
I don't think anyone's gone.
7.
Yeah, 9.
9. It feels like way less, but I think it's just the big guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if they have a slight sense of humour, then I don't trust them at all.
The big guys there, right? So like the big guys blocking this one. That's making them feel like they've got less.
Yeah.
And now this stun as well.
I mean, this is just down to Captain Oats praying she rolls a 1 in 36, right? It's pretty much where we're at.
Yep. And to be fair, it's probably going to be a 1 in 36, right? This isn't easy to clear the Ogre. So you're probably just going to dodge away from the Ogre. Yeah. But it's a dodge. It's a 1 in 36 to maybe lose the game. About the most exciting thing you could possibly hope for is Captain Oats, honestly. So.
Oh, okay, just pin the troll, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty
nice.
Know. Maybe 3D the Goblin as well. Oh no, I guess not, because you want to move away with this one, don't you? So just 2D the Goblin.
Oh, there's a massive hole in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
there is. Yes, there is an absolute gaping hole. Yeah. Well, there's not yet. There's still a Goblin there now, but even with the Goblin, there's still a gaping hole. But yeah, maybe you can hit the Goblin as well with a frenzy, but maybe not.
Maybe even chain the troll back.
Made the dodge.
Yeah.
Which is okay, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it doesn't go forward this time. Goes over.
Ooh. She hasn't blitzed it.
Doesn't want to get sandwiched. Doesn't want to get sandwiched again. Probably right after experiencing it. You know, before on turn 12 or whatever, or turn 13. Doesn't want to experience it again. So just being a bit more conservative. I hate this though. It's Chun's column in it. We've got a Chun's column player. Could have just been back here, right? Could have just been back here.
Ooh. Well, that's the perfect result. They're both down there as well.
Yeah, that is perfect. I think this is better. I think it's better to just have the ball here, and then it's safe. And you blitz this one, and it's safe, and you don't have to have anyone based or anything.
And we're gonna go around, connect. Yeah, lovely.
Connect 4.
3.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, I should be playing Windaloo. Right, the Goblin's there. So throw the Goblin at the ball.
Yep, absolutely.
There's literally nothing else you can do at this point, I don't think.
First action.
First action, yeah, throw the Goblin, first action. He even activates the troll himself, right? Perfect. It's perfection. First action, lob him at the... Well, you'd lob him here, right? You'd lob him here.
Yeah.
Because you're more likely to land next to where you throw, not on the square you target.
The second half's been a bit more of a game, at least.
Kind of. It's looked like it, but that's elves, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? Things look
Yeah.
like things with L's, but really they haven't really got close to doing anything apart from the turn where Tree went forward, and it was still a very easy, just 2 pluses away out the back. It was.
Ooh, Ogre going bind.
Yeah.
Mm,
So now Tree just bunkers in the corner.
mm. Really nice placement for the tree, I guess. I wasn't sure about it when she put it in there, and then
Oh, Troll fails. Diced.
mm.
So he is saving all of his rerolls for the throw teammate. Has to dodge the goblin out to not get splattered by the tree. Okay, no, I wouldn't have done that. No! This is the only chance you've got of not losing the game. Just run away to here. Like, keep it safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, put it there or something, right? Or here, screen, fully screen. Just fully screen your goblin is what you need to do.
Well, he's thinking he's gonna screen a Dark Elf. I guess he's gonna try and dodge in and 1D power it, I guess.
He's not going to be able to dodge in, I don't think. Okay, well.
Oh, doesn't free the dancer.
No.
I mean, it's
So
one of
4
those.
players, needed 5. Could have just dodged everybody off and had a wall. Could have
Push
had a
here
mega
is the
bunker.
win. Pop out. And yeah, I think we're pretty good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
No, we've got a 6+ in for a 6+ pat into a scatter catch.
Well,
That's-
it could be a 2+, 6+, 6+. If he just stands the elf and leaves it there. No. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so it's a 5+. 5+ 1D to surf the ball. Like, you know, not to surf the carrier, but just to get the ball in the crowd.
It's kind of tricky though, because wherever you put it.
Yeah, but that was the problem with punching here, right? Could have just dodged everyone off and had the wall. Okay, so that shores it up a bit.
Yeah.
So now it's a 3-5, and then it's harder to. I guess you goblin. You have to sacrifice your goblin potentially to cancel the assists. Oh no, you can just block here. The block guy just blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. So yeah, block with a block. Not a problem. Cancel these two, and then 3-5 for a 1D. 3, 5, 6.
Easy.
It's not hard, is it? And if you get the, like, you know, it's nearly 30%. Like, okay, it's not. It's like 14 or something, but
That's not even half.
that was a pass action. He was going to throw the prone body at the ball. Nice. That would have been sick, actually.
Pretty serious, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. Right, so here we go. 3, 5, 6. 55% in, and then fails. And then it would have been 30% to knock the ball out, right? And then 3 out of 8 in the crowd. Like, that was really great odds.
Are you feeling okay, Jim?
I mean, not really great odds, but you know what I mean, considering. Considering the way the rest of the drive had gone, I would have wanted the cat dancer either here, so the ball can't go in the crowd, or completely walled off, so you can't roll a 3, 5, 6. Like they had 4 players removed, the Renegades, you know, and they stay out.
Oh my god, absolutely.
And
bang
Trees come back. Classic Blood Bowl. Brilliant play from Captain Oats. Captain Oats keeping his rat ogre next to his orc. Probably not going to roll a 1 either. 8 players for the 1 turn. But he's got all 3 rerolls. He might get the draw. Like, he might get the draw with this. This is too deep from tree. Oh, well, maybe not. Depends on the rest of the formation, actually. Well, no, this is technically 1 back from perfection. Oh no, 10 players, isn't it? 10 players. No, okay, well... It's probably a line on this line. Probably a straight line on this line. It's probably the best with 10 players. I would say. I'm pretty sure that would be the best 1-turn defense. A single line on this line. Oats pretty dice? No. I mean, technically yes, but I don't think it mattered. Is that harsh? He's got renegades. He was really timid on offense. Just wasn't getting, wasn't smashing in, wasn't hitting with the big guys, and then on defense, he just didn't have anything. I guess the dicing was on defense because he started with 9 players and just couldn't do anything. And while it wasn't the best Wood Elf team ever, because they've lost their Apo and they've lost 2 Dodge players, they're still Wood Elves, aren't they? Like, rumours of their demise have been greatly exaggerated, like, which is what people do, right? People, it's fair, and it's fair, right? Because there's 24 teams. There's 24 teams, so if, like, they're losing a significant chunk of win rate, like, let's say 3.7% win rate, that is a massive nerf, right? That's getting them below a lot of teams. But it's not actually massive, it's just a relative massive nerf. But yeah, I guess he has been diced when you think of it. Like, he's failed all 4 KO rolls and got banged out, but... If I was Tree, I wouldn't really feel like I diced him. Yeah, it is on.
2 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus.
Yeah, this is about as easy as it gets, isn't it?
4 plus.
Yeah.
3 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus.
2, 2, 3. And then Ogre throw.
Well, no, because you've got to do the bonehead and...
Yeah, Ogre throw.
Oh my god, look at him smashing the 4s and the 3s.
Yeah. He could blitz this guy, could he? Yeah. No.
Oh, what, to chain the goblin forward?
Yeah, he could have tried to chain the goblin.
Here he goes. No bonehead.
Oh, rolls a
a
1.
1. Re-roll. Oh, it's...
Oh.
Oh, he's made the loner and then rolled a 1.
He's in range? Oh, he didn't fail. He failed the land.
He didn't fail.
He didn't make the landing. He didn't make the landing. He was in range. He was in range. He was 5. He was double rush away. But he failed. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Team England storming into a 3-0-1 lead over ECBBL.
Yeah, there you go. Glorious stuff from Team England and Tree.
I think, yeah, if Team England get 1 more win, that's the round, right?
No, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, because there's a draw, was there?
No, they're 3-0-1. So if England win, it's 4-0-1. Oh, I guess then it could be a draw. Yes, yeah, so they could win and a draw.
Also, there's 12. There's 12 games.
There's 12.
It's not 8, is it? It's the 8 and the 4. It's all 12. So,
yeah.
Yeah, still a long way to go. Still a long way to go, but it is also a long way back for ECBBL, which I guess you'd expect, right? Like, to be fair, ECBBL are a league in England, Waterbowl are a league in England, and they are playing the England team composed of the best players in England. So, you would expect that, wouldn't you? Right? You would expect England to beat a league in England. That just makes common sense.
Hello, Tree.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got Tree muted for some reason. Oh no, Tree is muted. Tree is muted in here.
I thought I'd unmuted myself, but apparently not. How are you guys?
Hello. Yeah, not
Hello.
bad. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. I think that was definitely not perfect. Some things I'd like to do better. But hopefully more good than bad. I think I think that push, the first push I did in the second half was definitely not good because I ended up getting everything based, and you don't want to be running all those dice. And I was definitely some turn ordering on a few turns that could have been better. Yeah, well, I don't know. You guys asked me questions if there's things you wanted to know about. Like obviously, like the rat ogre bits was definitely on the spicy side, but
Oh, the rat ogre foul. Yeah, the rat ogre foul.
Yeah.
That was the one, wasn't it?
I will almost always take the foul on a rat ogre with wood elves. I know that rat ogre like has its downsides. I know you are not a fan of the rat ogre at all, but I find for wood elves particularly, the rat ogre is one of the most pain in the bum big guys to deal with, because it's always going to be able to hit your players every turn. It's always getting those like minimum 4, often like 6 dice on your players. This one had block. Like it just can really like delete a wood elf team quite quickly. And I felt like at that point of that drive, because I'd slightly baited them into going backwards with the rat ogre, like I felt like even if I got a stun on that turn, that drive was really not making much forward progress. Obviously I then got like super lucky and like KO'd it and it didn't come back. But yeah, rat ogres, when they hit the floor against me, unless I'm really down players, I think I'm going to foul them most of the time. And especially like I had a few assists on that one, right? It was like 3 assists, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty like okay with that. I'm guessing because I know you don't like fouls nearly as much that you're more skeptical.
I'm in the Elyod school of the only thing that can happen is my player gets sent off.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'm completely result-based analysis, so I'm just like, you KO'd it for the rest of the game, so it's absolutely the right thing to do.
But like, I mean, it was of the 3 big guys, it was definitely like the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Right? Like that one player was. In fact, it wasn't just the 3 big guys. Like of all of the players they had on the pitch, that one player was causing
And
the
it was
most problems.
stacked as well. And then, hang on, there was one thing I was going to ask was, would you have fouled it had he still had his Apo?
That definitely was part of the decision. Maybe yes, still, but like definitely like knowing the Apo was gone made it more clear cut.
Like,
yeah. Because I knew if I got the remove, but like even a stun there, like obviously it's not as good, and a stun into a send off obviously is not
horrendous.
great.
Yeah.
But you say horrendous, but I really think taking even like one turn off the rat ogre there made that drive in quite a lot of trouble.
I
Like,
felt the
is he-
drive was already over. You see, that's what that was.
Right,
My
yeah.
reason for not liking it.
Yeah.
In addition, was I felt the drive was already over, and I would have been entirely focused on getting the score on defense, whereas you were happy to just like screen off, weren't you, and make sure of the 0-0.
Yeah, maybe I was too cautious on that. Maybe I could be more aggressive, but like, I felt reasonably confident that if it was 0-0, I'd be able to do my drive. In the end, my drive was
Yeah, I
still
said
pretty
that. I
straightforward.
said that
I
at
did
the
get
time,
one turn
yeah.
with the trouble, but like
I said like
yeah.
the way it looked as if you were just like, right, now I'm comfortable with the board state, and I think that's something that like definitely people need to sort of consider as well. I think like a lot of people get like panicked and stuff and feel like they have to do more than they need to do sometimes, but
Because like I was even like a tiny bit like, well, not like 1,000% sure I wanted to do the sack play on turn 8, because I was like, there's a decent chance I injure an elf here, and it's
you
not
kill
that
the
likely
rest
to
of
work.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd have definitely taken the surf. Yeah.
But I went for it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, because again, like the injury risk was there, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
There was one thing on, I think it was your turn 7, where he had the 2 scoring threats. And like, because they were next to each other, you could have powered the first one and then chain pushed the other one out of range completely, because it was 2 GFIs scoring range.
Didn't think about that. Yeah.
But I mean, like, it was still like, by the
thing
time
is
you
with
finish
that,
that,
the thing is with that as well, like, yeah, like there's almost like a point, and it's a fine line to try to like, you're almost like wanting to leave like that just enough hope that they go
try
for
it, throw a
because
pass
because if he'd gone for that,
the
there was a
floor.
really good chance I was going to score, right? Like the odds of them scoring was so low, and the odds of me scoring if they went for it was really high. So yeah,
True.
Yes.
True.
But also you've got to assume that your opponent will do the right things and not go for a score where they're 1% to score and you're 50.
maybe. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, you can't. as part of Blood Bowl, right? Like you can't always you've got to set some traps for your opponent. Maybe that was not a good enough trap. Like maybe that's like too obvious, you don't do it. But like you've got to like give some room for your opponent to make mistakes because they will. Like
I think that was a definite. Just you should have definitely pushed him out of range. But I guess you just didn't see it though, right?
No, I didn't. I mean, to be fair, I didn't. I didn't see it. And it is not a particularly like tricky one to see either, really, is it? Because they were diagonal next to each other.
Yeah. Just got to count the squares. Count the squares.
I'm really like surprised. Like, I thought Woodies wouldn't be the greatest team, but then you've got 2 games, you've got 2 wins, and it's like you're actually making them look like decent.
It's a really weird one, this Woody team, like because I was so skeptical when I saw the results. I was just like, I'm not even gonna go, like it's not gonna be a fun tournament, like it's not just these 2 games, right? Like I did 3 like games within like Squad England over Christmas, and those I got 2 wins and a draw as well. So I've now done this roster 5 games with 4 wins and a draw. Now I'll give myself like a bit of a pat on the back. Like I don't think that's like automatic. But like when I'm playing them, like the thing is, the roster that I've got, if you ignore the fact that I've got no Apo, the roster's quite good.
Yeah.
It's just that it's got no Apo, and I thought that was going to end up impacting like every second game or something.
Yeah.
And that like I'm still convinced there's going to be, for instance, at Waterbowl, if I was in the Waterbowl squad and we played 6 games against like the best of the best, like I'm pretty sure that a minimum one of those I'll just get banged out and I'll lose.
Yeah,
and I think that'll be part of it. But I also think what I'm seeing now is I think the roster can win some games too. So it's not like not as clear cut to me anymore that they're like that they are bad. Like they feel bad because they're not as good as Wood Owls normally are. But I mean I've got 3 catches, I've got 2 war dancers, like it's not awful. Yeah.
They're still Wood Owls. They're just Wood Owls that are no longer 54% win rate. They're like 51% win rate of Wood Owls.
Yeah.
But that's still fine. You're still going to win plenty of games with them.
Yeah, and I said this during my cast as well. Like, you know, I'm partly playing them because Wolfen, his team captain, kind of like said he wanted me to give them a go and see how they go. So it's been like a part of the purpose of all of this is for both of us to like see what we think and.
I think it's really like honestly the tour is amazing, like because I get to see rosters that I'm not sure about, and then I'm like, oh, hold on. I mean,
I suppose the downside from Team England point of view is like, what if like everyone I'm
sure they're doing their testing as well. Like if you go on FUMBBL, there's always like international players on there like playing games and stuff, and like.
But I showed my roster to one other. To someone from one of the other national teams because they were asking what I was looking at, and like he just immediately said, "Oh, I don't like that. It's too thin. Like it's not going to be okay." And like I totally get it. Like I don't want to play a roster with 11 players and without.
Were they Welsh?
Yes, they were not actually. They were not.
Oh wow! Oh my god.
But the thing that like I see on the other side of it is like, I can get the Apo, right? I can drop the tree and have the Apo even, right? But in my opinion, I'm going to be less effective with the 11 on the pitch.
The tree was doing work. I
kind of think I've just got to lean into it. Yeah, but the tree has been really good in both of my games so far.
Against the Orcs, it was good. Yeah, I watched that game.
Great versus Bash teams. Yeah, great versus Bash teams.
And it's just the 3D with Mighty Blow. Like you chipped a couple. I think you chipped one player at least, got a KO.
Well, that's what got the Apo out in the beginning. That effectively got rid of the Roger, didn't it? Because like the Apo went and the Roger didn't have one. So.
Pseudo Roger removal. I love the thinking. Yes.
Always a step on.
Yeah, but it's amazing to see all the rosters and the builds and stuff and how people play them and stuff. Like I've still like the whole tour's been really really cool, and I've got like. A few questions I think have been answered, and then I've got a few questions that have arisen. like I'm still not sure about rats. Oh my god, I got to see that. And but yeah, no, really well played and a great result as well.
Thanks. I was saying on my stream, like it is fun. Like it's really fun playing these games. I think it's a great idea, this tour. I think it's a really cool. I also feel like personally, as someone who wasn't part of the squad before, like. I feel like this is making it feel a bit more like we're all a team together, whereas like rather than just like randoms on the internet, like all right, we're all pulling for each other, we're all like watching each other and cheering for each other, so that's nice. And I also had an interesting convo with Greenskin Phil, I see in chat, where because I was saying do I actually feel a bit of pressure for these games, right? I don't want to look like an idiot after being asked to do
Yeah,
this.
it's true.
And,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And he said, well, that's it's not the only reason for doing it, but it's kind of also another reason to do it, right? Because you've got to get used to playing pressure games. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting.
No, it's definitely true as well. And I mean, I would I obviously I'm not taking part, but I would you want to sort of give a good account of yourself and everything. You're gonna have eyes on it. People are gonna watch it and stuff. So, but then it's that's the sort of level when you play for Team England and you're a Euro Bowl, on the days that the games are happening, people all over the internet are going what's the results, who's won what game, what round and stuff. So yeah, absolutely
Yeah, it'd be amazing if we could get casts in there, wouldn't it? If we had actual live casts.
Oh yeah, it
would be awesome. But
it would be incredible. It would be incredible.
There was one turn, and I don't know if because I'm still running my stream at the same time. There was one turn that J-Lev, I don't know if J-Lev's still in chat, wanted to look at, which was turn. What was he saying? Very curious to look at that one again. I don't know if J-Lev, if you're still in chat, tell me what turn it is, because I don't know if that's worth going back and looking at. Maybe that's easier still on my stream.
Oh yeah, I thought about blitzing the goblin. Yeah. I thought you were going to, because you moved the tree next to the goblin, didn't you? And then it was when the troll was bonehead, and you moved the tree next to the troll and the goblin, and you could have blitzed the goblin and then just taken the center
But was the thought to blitz the? I'm skipping to it on my screen because I'm curious now. I want to know what it was. You can skip to it at the same time. Turn 14, I guess. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I just base them. And I see what you mean. Yeah. No, I really could have done.
There was an absolute gaping hole. Yeah.
Blitz it with the. Well, to be fair, it's not that the hole I wasn't aware of, because I did think about just going through there. For some reason, I didn't think about blitzing that, because you can go through there without blitzing, right? You can just literally walk forward. There's nothing there. My feeling was, I felt my experience from earlier in the drive was when I brought the ball back towards the ogre. It was I've given them the chance to space me two big guys again. Whereas if I go right here, I'm just taking the ogre out the rest of the drive. So that wasn't unthought about going right instead of going up. But yes, I could have blitzed the goblin, which would have made a bit more space up. But yeah, I did really like just getting away from the ogre, because that was a lost condition for me, right? I snake dodging off a big guy, because, for instance, even on this turn, I can't hit that big guy, right? I have to dodge.
That was basically his only hope at that point. It was
the 136. That was the closest he got, apart from the last turn. But also the goblins is one turn, right? Which is that's how you're not winning. Obviously not scoring is one way, and then him scoring the one turn is one way. So getting 4 dice on him is pretty good. So
I was totally unaware that it was sweltering heat as well, which I guess could have affected the one turn, but didn't.
Yeah.
Don't know when that happened. I guess it must have been before this drive, because it didn't happen before that.
It was half time.
Yeah.
It wasn't really never going to matter, right? It was just.
Yeah, I always tell my opponents to forget about the weather. Jokes.
Yeah, it was when the KOs didn't come back, and it's 9v9. That's looking pretty strong for the Woodies, isn't it? But
I've only just seen in all this the catch notes was in your chat saying thanks for the game. Thank you for the game catch notes. Sorry about the disconnects. I was worried we were gonna have to restart at a certain point, so glad it didn't come to that.
Yeah, the disconnects are really annoying as well, aren't they? For your focus.
Yeah, you were in a really good position as well.
Yeah, they definitely throw you off a bit.
We may have cracked a few jokes that they were very tactically timed.
Yeah, just after you realise you're completely out of range. Oh, I got disconnected again.
Oh, the internet's just gone. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to start again.
Yeah, I thought to be fair, if it had happened turn 2 or 3, a restart would have been fine, wouldn't it? But then later on,
you were in a commanding position.
Looking at the dice, I haven't looked at the dice yet.
Don't. It's there are no dice.
I actually haven't even looked at these logs enough to understand them. So on the armor is red means it didn't break a lot or it did break a lot? No,
I
failure
don't
is failure to
know.
break.
They're,
Yeah,
they're,
okay.
they're very pretty, but they mean
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
Yes, no, it is. So your AV dice are the ones that you rolled. So you broke his armor 7 times, and he broke your armor 6 times. So you did outbreak his armor, and you had more rolls on his armor.
I did take more blocks apparently.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah.
It was pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I think that all of those numbers look very different if the rat ogre is on the pitch, which is why I stand by fouling it, because it's just so valuable in this matchup. Like, it's such a big difference maker. I really think for wood elves against renegades, that's the most important piece. So I think it was such a big value. It was worth it.
Yes, I mean, I always kind of hate facing roguers because it's always my opponent's best chance to win. Like, it always is, right? They can make a million removals, like, 6 dice every turn and get removals with it. So it is definitely, a way your opponent can win for sure.
Yeah.
Jim definitely struggles against frenzy as well, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, what was with the guy the lineman just running down asking to get double rush surf? Was that like a bait, hoping that he'd
Which one? Oh yeah,
turn
total
1,
bait.
yeah.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, I dare you to double rush your rat ogre on turn 1.
I totally would have done. 1,000,000%. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But I wouldn't have taken renegades, right? So, this is the thing. Like, obviously, Captain Oats didn't think that the situation was that desperate that he had to go for it. But I would have thought it was that desperate, so I would have gone for it, because 70% of the time, it's a brilliant payoff, isn't it? Like, it's a brilliant payoff, 70%.
No, it's for sure. Like, but the value of that wrestle piece for me is so much less than the value of that rat ogre for him. If you double rush that, you've then got to protect it from me surfing it the next turn. It's not moving off the sideline.
I brought this up, Tree. I brought this
Yeah.
up. Jim had none of it. He's adamant.
I am adamant, but again, this is the thing. It just comes down to, like, equity assessments, doesn't it? That's the thing, right? Like, so the fact that, like, I think that matchup is desperate for the Renegades, and I think Renegades are a desperate team. So I'd be trying desperate things from the word go. So the way I'd look at it is, you've given me an opening here that can help me redress the horrible balance of the game, right? So I would have gone for it. But then if Captain Oats, he's the one who chose Renegade, so maybe he doesn't think they're as bad as I think they are, and he didn't think we had to go for it, and maybe you didn't think it was as bad as I think they are, so you didn't think you had to go for it either. So it's interesting.
It's interesting with Renegades. Like, the thing with Renegades, because I've been playing them actually I don't know if Captain Oats is still here. I hope he is. Because I played a really good game, but like Captain Oats is running a competition, the Golden Horn, which I've been playing in as well, like, which is one of the many NAF style world champs qualifiers going on. I took Renegades in that because they were lower tiered and because I just wanted to do something a bit different. I don't know, sometimes you've got to shake it up. And then I got drawn into the group of death, which is with Torquemada and Purple Chest, who've taken Elf Union and Dark Elves, and so I've seen how tough it can be. Having said that, like, they're going to win the group, those two, because the consistency of those teams is so much higher. But I actually did get a win against Torquemada with them, because against the lower armor teams, they can steamroll. Like, they really can. Yes,
it's so like all WA, isn't it? Like, they're a bash team. The bash teams can always be elves, and they've got 3 mighty blow. And if they base with them and hit with them, they can remove players.
But Torque's completely kicked my bum in the standings. Like, he's doing much better because the consistency of those elves is just that much better. And I think that's kind of an interesting spot with Renegades.
Yeah, the thing is with Renegades is you have that one turn where the 3 guys go no, and then all of a sudden your whole drive falls apart, right? It's just the unreliability.
Well, the inaccurate helped. I can't remember our game anymore, to be honest. You talking about it, like, I really can't. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure you're right.
Just remember the win, Tree.
Just remember
that's all that matters.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't mean to single you out with that. That was just like me trying to make the point that they're sometimes competitive, sometimes not. Because similar, like the flip of that was against Purple Chest with more blodge on Dark Elves, but I just couldn't do anything at all, and then they just glue to you, and you can't move the ball, and you get stuck, and it's awful.
See, I drew a game against Torquemada, and all he talks about is a 6+ cage dive with an Ulfwerner, but he doesn't mention the 796 2+ dodges that he made throughout that game. So, I mean, it's all relative. Don't worry.
away. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go finish up my stream quickly, and then I might just raid
well
into you, Jim,
played.
if you're carrying on, because I think I'm done for the night. So
Glorious.
if you're still going, I'll raid on to you.
Yep, we're going to do the
play
Blood
three.
Bowl Super League preview, so that's very exciting. And
Okay.
yes, well played. Congratulations, Team
Thank
England. Probably gonna, wrap this up
What's the
pretty
score now?
nicely. 3
I didn't
wins and a
know if
loss versus
wins and a
ECBBL,
loss.
and 2 wins
And
and a
what's the
draw
score?
versus Waterbowl.
Looking good. I mean, it would be a concern probably if Team England wasn't doing well, but yeah, still looking good.
Yes, that's the thing, isn't it? It is a team made up of the best players in England versus the teams made up from the best players of leagues in England. So you'd imagine England would win these, but it's Blood Bowl,
But
isn't
they've
it?
all been
Things
tough
happen.
games. They've all been tough
Yeah.
games. Like honestly, like I've watched quite a few of them. I've obviously played 2 of them. I haven't seen any like steamrollerings happening at all. So yeah, it's definitely all like really fun competitive games.
There you go. Well, thank you very much, Tree, and congratulations.
No worries, and thanks for commentating. I'll see you in a sec with the raid.
Glorious. And thank you very much, Dimmy G, the Lord of Kent.
Who? Oh, me.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Yep, and thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.